Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and more Birthright. So we're moving on with the final Brecht realms, and today we're going to take a look at one of the more infamous ones, and it's an Anshe, and that is the Hag's Domain. It's a nice small area too, just a one province realm. Chaotic evil, as we might suspect, obviously not available for PC use, and it is a pretty desolate area. So the windswept, inhospitable province of Cordan, also known as the Hag's Domain, yields little to its bitter regent and holds only trouble and terror for those who might venture within its borders. So they give it a level 2 here, and then 5 on the magic side. There are, of course, no law, temples, or guilds, as she wouldn't allow that, and there are sources, of course, which she completely dominates there. So the Hag, which again we'll cover more in the Blood Enemies book, though, is very potent and very dangerous Anshe. Level 15 wizard, among just the other benefits of essentially being a hag. As far as a monster goes, pretty solid bloodline. As it says here, permits no holdings, law holdings, really no settlements whatsoever. So basically, tread at your peril in her realm. No temples, and basically, again, pretty much as long as she lives, there really won't be anything in the realm aside from her source. No trade either, of course. So she controls the only existing source in the domain, and has sources and ley lines extended into nearby realms as well. Now, she doesn't have that much regency to work with and kind of a minuscule treasury, but she doesn't really need it. She has other avenues to fuel her schemes and plots and things like that. She has no permanent standing army either, but she does spend much of her time watching surrounding domains and uses her considerable magical skills to create or summon impressive forces when an enemy attacks. There's plenty of realm spells that would allow her to summon all kinds of nasty armies, and of course some of the other just demi-human and other non-humanoid monsters that probably populate the realm. I'm sure she would have ways of putting those in opponents' ways. She seems wholly evil and completely insane in her bitterness. Once she was a beautiful woman of Toad. She always schemed and connived in pursuit of power. Now her loveliness is gone, and her chance of rulership is basically gone forever. The Hag exercises her spite against Toad and Drachenward with relish. She brought Toad to ruin once and would do it again, given the chance. Again, we'll get into more of her backstory when we get into covering all the Blood Enemies entries. She does have a lieutenant, Orin Hawk, who is actually a level 12 ranger. Listed as chaotic good. He's a noble of Drachenward, along with his entire entourage, have basically been enslaved and charmed by her. So as her puppets, they guard the northern border of her realm. Several rescue attempts have been attempted by the remaining nobles of Drachenward, but they've obviously failed disastrously, and the situation does grow more desperate. She may have been imprisoned or charmed other people as well. So that's one where feel free as a DM to be creative there and have some surprise prisoners waiting. Alright, moving on to other important NPCs. So she does inspire fear in her neighbors, but not resistance. Toad, which has been in chaos since the Royal Marines of Muden captured their pirate king, hasn't made any sorties into Cordan in years, although, again, in the Hag's Contract novel, we do kind of see a little bit of that. Again, not the greatest of the Birthright novels, but does give you actually some action inside the Hag's realm and just how dangerous she really can be. Drachenward's Orin Hawk was the last to lead a successful foray into her domain, although now seemingly guards Cordan against incursion. So I wouldn't really necessarily call that successful. Orin has no relatives or close friends remaining in Drachenward, but one of his entourage may have escaped. Jaina Tasha, level 8 thief, accompanied him and his group in their last foray into Cordan, but no evidence of her capture has been found. Could be a great adventure hook. Most of Drachenward's hag scholars, quote-unquote, consider this a good sign. She's a beautiful and spirited woman who undoubtedly will be one of the first of the hag's targets if she were to be captured, which makes sense. The Drachenward nobles keep her existence a secret, hoping that she may still roam Cordan, seeking to save Orin and his companions. So again, fantastic adventure hook, depending on how you want to play that. Now, the province itself, so basically mountains and scrub forests cover it entirely. Snow comes early and often to the domain. The land does bear a haunted look, even in the heights of summer. There are, of course, scattered remnants of settlements, kind of all over, but more so on the northwest border. And some say that the hag maintains the ancient ruins to taunt the people of Drakenward. Again, we get a little bit more description in the novel, which is pretty cool, and seeing some of these different ruins. So worth, again, just a read through once, just to get some of the feel for the realm and how it really should play out for characters. Allies. Now, she did once try to trick the wolf, another Anshe, into helping her against Drakenward, but basically that just fell apart immediately, and they've never tried to unite since. Fortunate for others. Enemies, basically the world. Drakenward is currently her most bitter foe. They occasionally, again, invade the land or try to, but again, just presumably for some clue to their long-lost heir and some of their other nobles. And then, as we might expect, they invariably meet a bad end. Special considerations. Now, the hag's immortality and wizardly spells give her true power, and she knows it. She exists only to punish those who she feels are responsible for her current situation. Never mind that her former contemporaries are long dead, or that her own schemes brought her to this disaster. She is bitterness and vengeance personified. Fortunately, her chaotic nature keeps her from planning a truly earth-shaking vengeance. If Grabentoad ever unites under a true ruler, it may find an ally in Drachenward. If so, the hag's days may be numbered. Unfortunately, she works day and night to ensure both realms suffer from divisiveness and hate. So that is kind of a persistent thorn in your side as a ruler for those two realms, and something that, without making it the immediate focus of the campaign, should be something the DM would and should occasionally work into plans to sort of foil some of the attempts that you have and some of the goals that you have as you're trying to rule these realms, and then gradually should eventually emerge that while there's this outside power that's trying to influence things and mess things up, and then maybe leading to a eventual hunt for the hag and seeing if that would be successful. Certainly would bring immense fame and probably other bonuses really as well if someone were to actually finally eliminate her. Truly an epic accomplishment, and would certainly add another province to the realms there. But the Hag's Domain is a fun one, something that really everybody on this side of the Brecht realms really needs to be aware of, and even not too far distant some of the Voss realms as well. So definitely a nasty one. Let us know, guys, if you've adventured in and around the Hag's Domain, or if you've even taken it over as ruling a domain. Hit us up in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.